Fuck education? Now, how could I say that? Listen, I had to even put on my hippie shirt for this one. My name is Brian Ridgway. I'm the founder of Level 5 Mentoring and the Conscious Creators Program, and welcome to another in my series of soon-to-be-famous fuck videos. Previously, I've made fuck transformation and fuck meditation. Today, I'm talking about fuck education, but what could I possibly mean by that? I couldn't really mean fuck education, could I? Well, I do, and I don't. So let me explain. What most people call education today and what they vehemently, violently stand for and argue for is actually the exact opposite of what education actually is. So let's take a moment to look at the process of what is normal education, especially in the public school systems in the great countries around the world. We take in perfect, infinite, precious, brilliant little beings of light with infinite possibility, made and designed to learn and grow and expand by running and interacting and talking and exploring and listening and being outside. And we bring them inside, we squish them into a desk, and we tell them sit still, be still, and don't talk and don't interact. In other words, we're forcing naturally wild, amazing little beings into domestication like we would cows or pigs or other animals, which there's arguments against that one as well. So think about it for a moment. We take these infinite beings and we force them into that which is the exact opposite of their nature so that we can what? Well, the purpose of most modern education is to create an endless stream of stupid servants, slaves, and soldiers to do the bidding of those who create the educational system. All of them preferably largely unable to think for themselves or really create, and all with a deeply embedded self-policing to stay in line, not go too far out, and to constantly call everybody else into line as soon as anybody steps out. So there's a self-policing process built into that educational system. And what are the fruits of this? Well, other than billions of extremely miserable people who can barely think for themselves, function in relationships, or do anything they want to do, chasing a ladder of success that isn't what they actually would have ever chosen for themselves so that they can die miserable, but with money in the bank, some of them. Now let me go even deeper. Many modern languages, especially English, are literally designed and crafted for the ignorant masses to prevent conscious thought, conscious expression, or real creative expression and expansion, especially of spiritual topics. Now, in his great book, The Powers That Be, Walter Wink refers to how over the course of thousands of years, languages were modified so that the royalty, those running the show, had a language for themselves and their family that they were educated in, and then there was another language that was enforced upon the public education of the masses in order to create a bunch of sheep. And over the millennia, up until here recently, hundreds of billions of dollars, the best psychology that money can buy, and tremendous mind-boggling social engineering have combined to create the great mass of what we today call education. And it's governmentally enforced. I mean, you can go to jail, or at least be told that you should go to jail, if you don't buy into this system and force that on your own children. Now, certainly there has to be some merit to this education, right? I mean, certainly in school we all learn the truth about how to create wealth for ourselves, right? No. We learn how to have healthy, deep, meaningful relationships with loving, present communication, the ability to listen and really interact at high levels, right? No. Well, we get education. We learn how to be extremely radically healthy and take the best care of our bodies, right? No. We get education that's handed down education from the meat, dairy, and pharmaceutical industries who fund that education. I wonder why. Nah, what we get in that educational system is a series of subjects that the vast majority of us will never use, never benefit from, and once we get the hell out of there, never refer to again. And to top it off, the entire system teaches us that we're always preparing for the next level, the next class, the next grade. You know, when we finally get out of elementary school, it's middle school. Well, we'll get now it's high school. Now we got to get into college. Well, when you finally get out of college, it's a never-ending focusing on the future that really saps the life out of us until eventually we climb that ladder of success to find out that it was leaning against the wrong wall. But here's the ultimate irony. None of this has a damn thing to do with education, which is why I say fuck education. None of that has anything to do with education. Education is from the Latin educe, which means to reach in and draw out. And you, my friend, and every child in every school around the world, including yours and mine, if we have kids, every one of them is an infinite, unlimited being of light, projecting out of eternity into time and space magically and miraculously with all of the knowledge, information, wisdom of infinite intelligence, limitless guidance already in them. There's nothing to learn. Education means to draw out that which is on the inside. Can it be directed? Can it be guided with love? Absolutely. But what we have is not an educational system, the vast majority of it around the globe. And maybe that's something worth thinking about. I'm Brian Ridgway. I love you. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching my crazy ranting videos, and I'll see you on the next one. Namaste.